of bicycles, and then we answered, you answered these questions, and then we did this activity, which is to try to come up with a similar word, like alter, kind of a synonym. Yeah, synonym. I'm going to teach you a new concept for you. Synonym is the element, yeah. But remember that when we deal with elements, yeah, linguistic elements, there are expressions that refer to the abstract entity behind the concept, which is, this is the concept. Synonymy is the abstract entity, yeah, that props up the word synonym. Synonym is the element that we use in the praxis. Okay, guys, so please look, try to search for some synonyms for the word beautiful. Okay, nice, pretty, whatever. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so these are synonyms, but the concept behind is synonymy, which is the abstract entity. Yeah. And remember something from the scratch, from the very, very scratch, that in linguistics, which is our science, this is not English. This is English, but English is the object of the study. Yeah, the object of the study. This is English. Sorry, English. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. You are now doing a course of study, a major, yeah, which is English pedagogy, to become teachers of English. But you are not studying English itself. We study English, yeah, somehow, but what we really study is something called linguistics. This is our science, and never forget that, because English is not a science. It is just the object of the study, and the science behind that study is linguistics. Hey, be careful with microphones, please. Yeah, this is our science, okay? And from this very angle, this is an abstract entity. Why, teacher? Because remember, when we study linguistics, which is the tools, these are the tools that we have to to delve into the field of English, yeah? Delve into, is like profundizar, something like this. To delve into this concept, which is English. And to study English, we need something else, which is linguistics. And from a linguistic viewpoint, everything that we study, yeah, is abstract. Abstract. The synonym is what we use in everyday life, but the synonym has something behind, synonymy. And this is something that happens all the time. Never forget that, please. Okay, so last class we studied this sort of synonymy or synonym-like exercise in which we had to look for some synonyms for these words, yeah. And then we classified these words according to there wasn't kind of a semantic relation, yeah, semantic relation. For those who don't remember, semantics, the field of linguistics, whose concern is to study meaning, the meaning of words, meaning. What's meaning? What words refer to, or what concepts refer to? Because remember, yeah, every single element in English, yeah, refers to something else. And where is meaning in our minds? Meaning is not in the dictionary. The dictionary is just a tool that helps us grasp some references. And where are those references? In our mind. You remember what I told you at the beginning of the course, that this is a reading course, taller de lectura, reading course. What's reading an ability? Where does it take place? ¿Dónde toma lugar? Where does it take place? In your minds. Because an abilities are there to be developed in our minds. Okay? Never forget that. So where is meaning? Because of what? What's the definition of reading? Reading is as simple as moving through your eyes from left to right to generate meaning via words. We read words. Sorry?
Could you repeat that, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, what means? Because I said many things. What? What do you want me to repeat?
Anything that we must remember.
Right. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah. Remember that this is a reading course. Taller de lectura comprensiva. Okay. Taller de lectura comprensiva. Ese comprensivo está de más. Yeah. Why? It is not irrelevant, not relevant, because the reading itself is an act of comprehending. Yeah. And as simple as what's reading for us? Reading is an ability. Where do we develop that ability? In our minds. And what is reading? Reading is as simple as moving your eyes from left to right in order to generate meaning from what we read. That's an ability. And that ability is in our minds, lies in our minds. Okay? And the dictionary is just a way of reference. It is just a tool. Meaning cannot be found in the dictionary. This is a fallacy. For those who believe that the dictionary is where we find meanings, that's not correct, because meanings are in our minds. And our minds, the mind is the item that generates meaning. If you're able to understand, for example, this, that's because, you have the references in your mind, because that's meaning. This is a very scientific kind of academic way to define what meaning is, but this is, that's meaning, dear students. Hey, let's continue. Okay. Remember that this book pays special attention to the way we define, so to speak, define words, So to speak is por así decirlo, So to speak, por así decirlo, okay? And remember that last class we got to page number 5, so today we have to continue working on page number 6. Here there is a definition. Remember that this book highlights some definitions, mainly when they are in boxes this way. What is primary? You remember what I asked you to do at the beginning of the course. Hey, guys, please carry out a sort of classification for words: adjective, noun, conjunction, preposition, and so on. Primary is an adjective, period. Primary refers to something that is first, main, basic, and so on. Here's some examples of collocations. What is a collocation? What is a collocation? Words that go together in some specific contexts. And you, as future prospective English teachers or teachers of English, you have to be able to master some concepts like collocations. You will hear this word all the time from your teachers of English. Hey, that's a collocation, collocation, collocation. What is a collocation? I don't like this kind of definition for a collocation, because a collocation is more than that, but anyway, it might work. Collocation is a word that go together with another word. For example, this tandem, which is kind of a scientific term. Tandem is Two elements working together. That's a tandem. Yeah, tandem implies two things, two items. Yeah. For example, the tandem adjective plus noun. This is a tandem in grammar. Absolutely. So why? Because an adjective always modifies a noun. So this is a tandem. So what is a collocation? Okay, let's just give me 1 second because this is important. This is important. Absolutely. Just 1 second because I'm going to run my dictionary to share the definition with you. Collocation. Remember, word reference, I pretty like this website. And also remember, we are not looking for translations. We are looking for definitions. So to define a word, English definition. We're not looking for translations. This is a typical mistake that how can I put this again? A novice, a prospective teacher of English does. Novice, yeah? So don't do that. English definition. Why? Because this thing allows us to understand more English, to get into the world of lexicon and semantics. Yeah. What's a collocation? Okay. A grouping together of things in a certain order as words in a sentence. That's collocation. And this is what the book refers to here, like primary. Here are some examples of collocations, like primary colors, primary school, primary elections, primary care physician. That's a collocation because you will never see a sort of a primary father, because primary is an adjective. Yeah. So tandem, adjective, noun. So a primary father, what is that? That's not a collocation. Primary water, no collocation. So primary car, what is that? But these are collocations. So words that can go together in tandem. Tandem. English definition, one more time. Guys, get used to that. Get used to that. Tandem. Yeah. Tandem, in association or partnership. Never forget this. And in English, this is a tandem, adjective plus noun, always. So, what's the issue here? The book tells us a primary refers to blah, 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 whatever, yeah? But primary is an adjective, So what's the tandem, adjective plus noun? You see that? Adjective, color, noun. Primary, adjective, school, noun. Primary, adjective, election, noun. Primary, adjective, physician, noun. You can never break that pattern, adjective, noun, adjective, noun. You can never say like primary talk. Talk is a verb, so it is not, you can never do that. Or primary run. Run is a verb, you cannot do that because the tandem says adjective, noun. That's the thing. Like red flower, red car. Red is an adjective. Red car, red house, red wall, yeah, red bottle, red ball, and so on and so forth. Remember that. Let's continue. Match the worker on the left here with his or her primary job on the right. Just 1 minute. Short and brief. Okay? Piece of cake. Go. Just a minute. Okay, ready. I'm gonna try now to open my chat box to talk to you. Okay, great. Great. For number 1, taxi driver, give me just the letter.
Sí.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Letter C. Taxi driver. Yeah. Driving people from place to place for a fee. Fee is like a payment. Very good. Number 2, architect.
D.
Oh, great. Design buildings. Great. Number 3, tailor.
A.
Very, very good. Altering clothing to fit individuals. Number 4, international pilots. Piece of cake.
G.
G, very good. Yes. Number 5, a doctor.
F.
F, very, very good. Number 6, substitute teacher. What is that? I don't know.
B.
What? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. In Chile, that never happens. You will be teachers like me. And if you think that I've never been working in a school, you're not correct, because I worked some long time ago, 10 years ago. Yeah, I worked for around 10 years in schools, and I know that happens all the time. I have many friends that work at schools, and this is something that does not happen. Probably in the United States it happens, or in the United Kingdom, or in Europe in general. But in Chile, when you're absent, it is a problem. Okay, anyway, who cares? Number 7, a janitor. Yeah. Letter E, very good. Clean and take care of buildings. Very good. And doctor, letter F, great. And substitute teacher, letter B. Hey, pay attention to the word physician. Do you have it up there? Okay, let's have a look. Physician. What's that? Similar to a doctor. Let's see. Physician. Yeah. A doctor of medicine, a person who is legally qualified to practice medicine. A doctor of medicine. Yeah. What would be the difference between a doctor and physician? Difference. Okay, let's see what Google says about it. Yeah. A physician is a medical doctor. So he or she has the degree, the university degree. That's the difference. So now you have learned a new concept. We are not talking about words, we're talking about concepts. What's the concept here? A physician is a medical doctor that has the university degree. So he is completely graduated. Okay? That's the thing. A physician might be referred to a doctor as well. So in some context, you can use them indistinctively. Yeah, because of what? Because a doctor also refers to something else. For example, a doctor, a philosophy doctor, yeah, a doctor of engineering, science of engineering sciences, or a doctor in whatever, yeah, doctor in architecture, or and so on and so forth. Because a doctor is a word that is misused. Misuse is to use something incorrectly, in an incorrect manner. So that word is kind of misused. Yeah, and I'm going to teach you something else. When we talk about degrees, never forget that concept. Yeah, we start by the bachelor, and then the master and the doctor. These are the degrees in English. Yeah. For example, hey, listen to me. Listen to me, dear students. When you finish your course of study, profesor, ¿cómo se dice carrera? How do you say carrera? This is my carrera. You can either, no, be careful. course of studies, or major. Major. Never say career, because career is another thing. Listen. You see my screen? Major. A subject or a field of study chosen by a student to represent his or her principal interest and upon which a large share of his efforts are concentrated. Major. Career, that's another thing, or it has another denotation. Career, a profession that is one's most important work in life. Cuéntame, Felipe, sobre tu carrera. Bueno, yo he trabajado en universidades como la... Listen to me. Philip, tell me about your career, Felipe Arancibia. Okay, I've worked in places like Universidad de Valparaíso, Universidad Católica de Valparaíso, Universidad de Playa Ancha, and some other schools and private institutions like whatever. This is my career, what you write in your resume. ¿Ya? Chiquillo, es hora de aclarar conceptos. Time to clarify concepts out. Your resume or CV. That's your career. But mi carrera, my career is English pedagogy. That's a mistake. Never do that. That's a big mistake. Yeah. How do you say carrera? What you are doing now, what you are studying now? Course of studies or course of study in singular. Course of study. Or my course of studies is English pedagogy, or my major. Career is another thing. Is it clear? Continue. Letter E, that's correct. Valeria, Francisca, Constanza, great, very good. Let's continue. Let me come back to the book. Yeah. Chiquillos, se los digo con vehemencia, pero con cariño. Ya ustedes me caen bien, yo parto esa base y se los digo con cariño para que vayamos, mira, 20 segundos en español, porque mi amiga Karina Olid, y profesora de esta carrera también, siempre dice, Felipe, al corazón a los chiquillos en español, porque en inglés no sirve. Tiene toda la razón. Chiquillos, todo este trabajo que yo hago en una hora 10, lo que sea, ustedes tienen que amplificarlo por 1000 si es que quieren ser buenos profesores de inglés. Yo conozco muchos profesores de inglés que son ahí nomás, pero también conozco varios que son muy buenos. ¿Y saben cuál es la diferencia? Trabajo, estudio, hacer todo lo que estamos haciendo, buscar en el diccionario todo el rato. Esto que yo hago enfrente a ustedes, lo he hecho por muchos años. Entonces usted tiene que ir adquiriendo, digamos, esa, ¿cómo se puede llamar? A ver, ese método. Qué buena palabra. It is a method. ¿Y por qué método, profe? Porque el método es lo que sustenta, el método sustenta a cualquier ciencia. Si usted busca ciencia, see this. And why is science, teacher? Because what we're doing, yeah, what we're doing now is to study English from a scientific angle. Believe me. If you want to learn English for fun, go to Open English, Wall Street Institute, and so on. But this is academic English. Academic English. Never forget that. Yeah? Remember. Hey, listen to me. A science. Observe, to experiment, to test, to describe, to explain. A system of knowledge, which is a method, un método. Okay, this is not a science. This is a science. This is not art. Okay, let's continue working. That's the idea. Sentence level. Yeah, sentence level. Here, the classification that already taught you last class, which is the past of teach. I taught you that last class. We have a word. Could be a noun, it could be a verb, it could be an adjective, and it could be an adverb. In this case, the word, the noun, revolution, has a verbal form, which is to revolutionize, and it has an adjective, revolutionary. The meaning of this is to turn or to change. It can refer to one thing, like whatever, yeah. Like Earth's revolution around the sun. It can also mean to change or to try to change the political system by violent action. This is the most common meaning referring to revolution. Yeah, like an uprising or like an upheaval or whatever. Yeah. For example, bicycles led is the past of lead, led to a revolution in transportation. That's correct. Bicycles revolutionized the way people traveled from place to place, and bicycles were a revolutionary idea. I'm going to skip that because this is a writing activity to rewrite, and this is a reading course. I'm going to skip that. It is not relevant, so please trust me. Yeah, I am the professor of this course, so believe me. Let's continue. Make new words related to bicycles by substituting one of two letters of this word. So for example, we've got the verb like, and then we substitute the B for the L to make the word bike. From 1 to 8, 2 minutes. Go, guys. 2 minutes. Okay. For number 2, number 1, like becomes bike. Number 2, chair becomes what? Yeah, great. Chain, very good. Number 3, steel becomes Can you see my screen? To steer. Today, you will learn a new concept. Iron, no. Listen to me, pay attention. To steer, listen. To steer is a verb. I'm gonna teach you to read this dictionary. English definition, steer, and then below there is a V, which is a verb. To steer is to guide the course of by a rudder or a helm. Helm es un timón, whatever, to guide. Steer is similar to drive. Steer is conducir. Yeah? To guide the course of something in motion. That's a steer, conducir. Never forget that concept. So like bike, chair, chain, steel, steer, to steer a bike. Number 4, scent, piece of cake. Scent. Are you sure? Ian, you are correct. Seat. Very good. Continue. Number 5. It is seats. That's correct. For number 5, time, which one? It's not lime. Tire, Ignacio, very good. Tire. Broke. Break. Very good, Ignacio. To hide, hides. Ride. Yeah, good. And for number 8, pedal. Petal for pedal. No. Yeah, pedal. Yeah, great. Pedal. Petal, pedal. Great. Listen to me. Continue. Subsequent or subsequent. Both are correct. Both are correct. Like, what's the word? What's the word? Sorry, just give me 1 second. Can I read now? Okay, anyway. Subsequent or subsequent is an adjective. Yeah, and it refers to something that is later than or follows something else. So you have one issue and then something that happens later. That's subsequent or subsequent. Okay, and here below we have the adverb subsequent, subsequente, and subsequently, which is the adverb subsecuentemente. Okay, complete each sentences with the subsequent and the substitute. Be sure to use the correct form of each word, subsequent or subsequently, and substitute or something similar. From 1 to 3, go. Be careful. Number 1, Number one. I'm going to give you a hint. Number one. Listen. The wheels of the first velocipedes had no pedals, but a French inventor. Which one do you think? Which one do you think goes here? Guys, 1 minute left. I'm going to log out this session. I'm going to be uploading a second link and we will continue working with this because we've got something to tell about this. Okay, short and sweet. Okay. Number one. Okay. One more time, I'm going to open my chat box and I'm going to ask you again, which one corresponds to number one? Provide me with an answer for number one. The wheels of the first velocipedes had no pedals, but a French inventor wheels that had pedals. This one, give me this one. Give me only the first one. Ignacio. Subsequent. By far better. Eleazar, Constanza, that's correct. And the second one? Which one? Great. Yeah. So for number one, okay. Great. That's the answer. Okay. So congrats to the ones that had it correct. Like subsequently substituted. Now the question is why? Why this? This is not a difficult thing. Listen to me. The wheels of the first velocipedes had the, this is past simple, had the, but a French inventor substituted, so it is mandatory to place this concept in past, yeah, to make sense, yeah, for something known as concord or grammatical agreements. ¿Ya? Tú no puedes decir, oye, listen, las ruedas de los primeros velocipedes no tenían pedales, pero un inventor inglés los sustituye subsecuentemente. What is that? Los sustituye from past to present. That's a fallacy. But the French inventor, to keep on the right tense because of this had, we have to use or make use the word substituted, which is the verb in past. And before that, we have placed subsequently. Why? Listen to me. And this is another thing to you. Tandem, adjective noun, and a second tandem, which is an adverb plus verb. Hence the answer, subsequently substituted. Adverb, verb. Adverb, subsequently, modifying the verb substituted. Adjective plus noun, adverb plus verb. Continue. Number 2, European velocipedes were heavy because the framework was made of solid steel tubes. You give me the answer, the two. Yeah, great. Constanza. Eleazar, great. The subsequent substitution of hollow steel tubes by American manufacturers made the vehicles much lighter. Yes. Now I'm going to teach you a third tandem, which is determiner plus, adjective plus noun. And there you have the thing. Determiner, perfect determiner. The word the is a determiner. Determiner, subsequent, adjective, substitution, noun, perfect, of hollow steel tubes, very good, perfect. And number 3, the high wheeler had a small rear wheel. A piece of cake. A give me the 2. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, what is that? Yeah. Think, in the meantime. What is it saying? You continue. No, immediately, yeah, that's right. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Yeah, immediately. Give me the answer right off the bat. The high wheeler, and let's see what Constanza wrote. Might be wrong. Constanza, I'm going to teach you why subsequently cannot fit the context. This is not a difficult thing. The high wheeler had a small rear wheel. A, like the, both are articles. 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 And after an article, there is always a noun. In this case, okay. A, what's the word now? A, subsequent. Subsequent. A subsequent change. A subsequent here. Subsequent change, because change is a noun. And what's a tandem? Adjective noun. Adjective noun. That's a key thing. A subsequent change by American manufacturers. What do we need here? The second part. Substitute. Marisol, you are correct, but substitute must be in past. Why? Because had is in past. The high wheeler had a small rear wheel. A subsequent change by American manufacturers substituted the larger rear wheel for the smaller one. Got it, Marisol? Yes or no? Guys? Okay. One more time. Listen to me. The wheels of the first velocipede had no pedals, but Frenching better. Subsequently substituted in past because had is past. Yeah. And we need a sort of sense. Pero eso no se llama sense, chicos, se llama muy rasca. Grammatical concords or agreements or tense agreements. Tense agreements. What is tense agreement? Acuerdo de tiempo. Tense agreement is the concept. Listen to me. Oye, sí, por los científicos, o sea, las bicicletas tenían una rueda muy grande, pero después los científicos, ¿ya? Las cambian a ruedas más chicas. Eso está malo, porque no hay acuerdo de tiempo. La bicicleta antiguamente usaban ruedas chicas, pero después los científicos lo cambiaron. Cambiaron, pasado. Tenían, pasado. Acuerdo gramatical de tiempo. Tense agreement. That's why we cannot place such a thing like the verb like substitute, no, substituted. Number two, the subsequent substitution, blah, blah, blah. And number three, the high wheeler had that's past. A subsequent change, adjective noun, tandem, by American manufacturers, and we need a verb, substituted. Why? Because here we have a had. Tense agreement, larger rear wheel for the smaller one. Yeah? Just give me 1 second. Ya estamos casi en la hora, chiquillos. No, el próximo jueves, chiquillos, terminamos esto, ya no quiero alargar más porque me imagino que ya están cansados. Tuvimos casi una hora de clase, sin más de no ser por la falla técnica, ya, pero vamos a quedar acá, chiquillos, ya, para no alargar más esto. Ya, sí, a ver, espérate. Que no vamos a alcanzar, chiquillos, porque esto mínimo son 20, no más, mínimo una media hora para esta lectura, ya. Yo creo que vamos a dejarlo hasta acá hoy día. El jueves retomamos esta lectura y avanzamos más. Yo creo que el jueves terminamos la unidad 1. ¿Ya? Si yo les di la fecha de las pruebas, antes que me vaya.
Está en el CIBES, ¿verdad? ¿No?
Let me see. Let's see. No. Okay. Listen to this. This is Taller de Lectura Comprensiva. This is our Google Classroom. and I'm going to write down the 2 dates for the tests. Listen to me, remember that test number 1 equals grade number 1, or score or mark number 1. Test number 2 equals score or mark number 2. And then for the 3rd grade, the average, promedio. Promedio nota 1, promedio nota 2, tercera nota. Mientras dure esta cuestión de la pandemia o clases online, va a ser así. ¿Ya, chiquillos? Y vamos a estar a la par trabajando. We will try to keep up with section 01. That's the idea, to keep up with the other section. Yeah? Okay. Pay attention to this. Dates for the tests. Test 1, sorry, based on units 1 and 2. De lectura. Okay. May 6, 2021. And that day falls on Thursday. That's Thursday. Okay. And test number 2, based on units 3 and 4. Please take notes. This will be on June the 24th. June 24th. Let's see again, my calendar, June. Jueves 24. And after this test, we will have no more classes unless you have to sit for a special test or an exam, or one of your tests is still pending. I mean, pending tests, special tests, and exams. So after June 24th, if you pass, if you get a nice score, I mean, test number 1 plus number 2 equals, and then divided into 2, and you've got an average over 4, you can say that you have passed the course. Over 4, sobre 4, okay? And then special tests, pending tests, and exam, the exam, only one. Yeah. 2021. Test number 1, test number 2. Okay. Ya, chiquillos. Eso es todo por el día de hoy. Sí, una está bien, chiquillos. Ya, para que puedan descansar el jueves, vamos a poner más énfasis en lo que falta. Last question before I forget. Chiquillos, los días jueves les acomodaría, hipotéticamente, hypothetically talking, ¿ya? La posibilidad de la prueba hacerla en la tarde. ¿Cómo funciona esto? Por lo menos en mi ramo, se lo voy a explicar en español para que todos entiendan bien. O en inglés, no, en español, da lo mismo. La prueba, listen, in English first. The test will be open or will be available, yeah, for 6 hours. For 6 hours. From, I have to come to an agreement with you. ¿Ya? Tenemos 2 horarios, de 8 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde, o desde las 2 de la tarde a las 8 de la noche. Ustedes deciden. Ustedes votan. ¿Ya? You put it to the vote and then you tell me back. That's it. ¿Ya? Puede ser de 8 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde, o de las 2 de la tarde a las 8 de la noche. Y en esas 6 horas, within that time frame, you've got 1 hour and 30 minutes to carry out the test, to sit for it, Yeah, you are given 6 hours, but within that time frame, or that span of time, you will have 1 hour and 30 minutes to develop the test, to answer it. No more than that. 1 hour. You cannot take the 6 hours to develop to sit for the test. Yeah, because you will be marked down, because that's not, I cannot, you cannot do it. It is completely non-ethical. Yeah, that's the thing, unethical, no ético. Yeah, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Not yet, but I will be asking you, yeah, as we get closer to the date for the first test, I will be asking you, hey guys, yeah, did you come to an agreement 8 a.m. in the morning till 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. in the afternoon till 8 at night? You decide, but not yet. Yeah, if you can come to an agreement, yeah, via WhatsApp or whatever, just let me know. Okay. Dear students, that's all for this class. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have learned from it. That's the idea. Esa es la idea, chiquillos. Espero que hayan aprendido algunas cositas nuevas, ¿ya? Nos vemos el jueves a las 11 de la mañana aproximadamente.
¿Profe?
Sí, dejo el micrófono abierto si alguien tiene alguna pregunta en relación a esto. Dale, mister. O no sé quién me está hablando.
Yo.
Dale,
Sí.
Antonio.
Pregunta. Si la prueba están basadas en las unidades 1, 2, 3 y 4, ¿dónde veo eso? Sé que es estúpido de preguntar.
En el libro que estamos trabajando ahora. Vamos a la unidad 1, mister.
Ajá, pero ¿dónde lo veo yo o sea, ¿dónde veo yo eso por mi cuenta?
¿No tienes el PDF? O sea, el archivo.
No.
Ah, pero te lo puedo mandar, po.
¿Cómo? ¿Dónde?
Lo voy a mandar aquí al chat, el libro. También, sí.
Sí. Antonio habla, ¿no es cierto? Antonio, estás hablando. Ya. Me imagino que no has visto el Google Classroom. Si lo revisas hasta el fondo, ahí está el libro. In front of your eyes. Ahí está. Lo pinchas y lo tienes. Entonces ese libro...
Ahí está.
Sí.
Okay.
No, it's okay. So, es parte de eso. It's okay. Don't worry.
Teacher,
Don't worry. Sí.
before the first test, are we gonna have a chance to clarify any doubts and concepts and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Without any shadow of a doubt, we will have some time. Yeah, I'm going to set aside some time for you to answer any questions, doubts, or whatever related to units 1 and 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's is something inherent to the class. Eso, dalo por hecho. Constanza creo que me habló. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So the test it's gonna be up for 6 hours.
Yeah. Available
For 6
available.
hours.
Yeah, but this is the way, Antonio, I'm going to explain to you the way it works. Yeah. Remember, first you have to come to an agreement. Come to an agreement es como llegar a un acuerdo. Yeah. What do you prefer? You prefer early in the morning or in the afternoon? From 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. or from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the afternoon. And after that, for example, you vote, okay, so the test will be from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, great. Then, yeah, at 2 p.m. sharp es en punto, como el alcalde de Valparaíso, sharp, yeah, sharp, is sharp, yeah. You will receive a link via Google Classroom. Obviously, you will receive it, yeah. Your email is going to notify you that you have received a link. And you hit the link, you hit it, you click on the link, and immediately you will reach the test. And once opened, you cannot close it until you finish the whole thing. If you close it, because you want to do something else,
It's
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. You are 6 feet under, metaphorically talking.
Yeah,
Great.
happens.
Yeah, sometimes. Or in English, hey, it's okay, no, but it's okay. That's the thing. Así funciona, chiquillo, ¿ya? Una
Sí.
vez que usted pincha en la prueba, ya no hay modo de volver atrás.
Exacto, es solamente aprieta y listo, pasa.
Sí, a las 2 si ustedes votan, chiquillos, si ustedes pueden hacer ese trabajo ahora, no ahora, pero durante algún minuto, ¿ya? Esto es quórum, así funciona a nivel universitario, es 50 más 1 y siempre ha sido así. Si ustedes son 24 y 13 alumnos votan tal hora, gana esa al tiro. No hay otra opción que, oye, y los 12, los 11, no, porque esto es 50 más 1, eso, en la FEUPLA, en todos lados es así. Así que ustedes votan y me avisan si la prueba la quieren de las 8 de la mañana a las 2 de la tarde o de las 2 de la tarde a las 8 de la noche. ¿Ya? Yo siempre, se lo digo no sé, average thing, ya por un promedio, siempre los alumnos eligen en la tarde. No sé por qué, pero eligen. Así que lo más probable es que gane esa, pero me lo hacen saber. ¿Ya? Y después de eso yo la programo y a las 2 de la tarde en punto o a las 8 de la mañana, donde ustedes me digan, les va a llegar un link, usted lo pincha y entra a la prueba al tiro. Y después pone enviar. Le responde y pone enviar. Y está listo. Y eso es todo. Piece of cake. ¿Ya, chiquillo? ¿Alguna otra duda con respecto al curso per se o algo que haya quedado, digamos, pending? Si no, chiquillo, está todo bien, nos vemos el jueves, ¿ya? Creo que está todo claro. Así que eso, pues, que les vaya muy bien a todos, ¿ya? Cuídense y nos vemos el jueves, ¿ya?
Bye,
Gusto haber
teacher.
estado con ustedes. Chao, chao, chao,
Chao,
chao.
profe.
Voy a cerrar. Chao, chiquillos, cuídense, ¿ya? Que les vaya bien en todo.
Gracias.